Good morning, children. Welcome back to the English class. In today's class, we are moving to Unit 3 My Duties. First, let us see My Little Pictionary. First one, Monster. A large, ugly, and scary imaginary creature. Monster. A large, ugly, and scary imaginary creature. Shadow. Shadow. A dark area or shape produced by a body coming between light and a ground. Shadow. A dark area or shape produced by a body coming between light and a ground. Earrings. Earrings. A piece of jewelry worn on the ear. Earrings. A piece of jewelry worn on the ear. Stream. Stream. A small narrow river. Stream. A small narrow river. Next, sword. Sword. A weapon with a long metal blade. Sword means a weapon with a long metal blade. In today's class, we are going to see a lesson. The Monster Tree. What is the name of our lesson? The Monster Tree. Monster means a large, ugly, and scary imaginary creature. Okay, it's just an imaginary creature. So, in this lesson, there was a girl called Jana, a small little girl. She reveals the truth about the monster tree. And also, she teaches the lesson to the villagers that we should not destroy the trees. In this lesson, there was a little girl called Jana. She reveals the truth about the monster tree and also she teaches the lesson to the villagers. What lesson? Not to destroy the trees and animals. Okay, children, now let's move on to the lesson. The monster tree. It is very dark and the wind is whistling. Whistling means whistling sound of the wind. Wait, I will show you the whistling sound. You listen first, then we will continue the class. So, can you hear that sound? Okay, that was the whistling sound of the wind. Next, we can also hear the cry of the wolf far away. The bushes are dancing to the wind's music. It seems as if it was a welcome dance. Then, behind the bush, there was a huge shadow. It moved slightly, and for a second, everything was quiet. There was no wind and there was no movement. Nothing was there. So, children, it was very dark. We can hear the whistling sound of the wind and also the cry of the wolf. Now, let me show the sound of the wolf. Okay, you hear it. You just listen and then we continue. So, children, it was very dark and the wind was whistling. We can hear the cry of the wolf. That time, what happened? The shadow of the monster tree appears. Suddenly, there was dead silence. In the lightning, Jana could see the tree. It was a monster tree. She got scared and she wanted to run away. But she couldn't move from the place. She wanted to run, but she couldn't move her legs. The reeds from the bushes have got her legs. Oh my God, it's going to kill me. She thought like that. She thought that the monster tree is going to kill her. The monster's branches became very sharp, like a sword, and it came towards her. The monster's branches became very sharp, like a sword, and came towards her. Her heart raced and she felt it might burst. She started to cry, "Mom!" Suddenly, she started to cry. "Jana, what happened? Get up. Did you have a nightmare?" asked her mother. So, children, it was a dream. Okay, Jana's dream. It's a nightmare. Then Jana hugged her mother and slept with her. Her mother asked her about the dream in the morning. The next day morning, Jana's mother asked her about the dream, but Jana did not say anything. Before a month ago, Jana and her family had come to the village. They settled in the village before a month ago only. The previous day, Jana's friend was telling her that it was a very big peepal tree near the entrance of the village. All children used to play under the tree and many birds made nests on it. The elders rested in the shadow. But one day, two men were running away from the tree. They said that there was a monster in it, and they have also asked people to not go near the tree. The children ignored the warning and they went to play under the tree. When the children stepped near the tree, it shook its leaves. They hadn't seen the tree like this before. They looked at one another and all together took another step. The tree twisted its branches and threw the swing near them. Then the trunk of the tree cracked open and the tree roared. The tree had become a monster. They got scared and ran away. She also continued that children went to the village and told to the elders regarding what happened there. Okay, so the children got scared. They went to the village and they told to the elders what happened near the tree, but no one believed them. Soon, many more got affected by the tree, and this worried the people of the village. If a tree become monster, then they started to worry now, because they used to play under the tree, they take rest and the birds made nest on it. Suddenly the tree became a monster. So they planned to cut the tree, but the village head stopped them. He told them how the tree had helped the village, and also he advised them to make a fence around the tree to stop people from going near the tree. After that, the tree is called the monster tree. Many years have passed and the area near the tree is desolate now. So, no one is going near the tree. The area is desolated. The monster tree area. Okay. The previous evening, Jana went to play with her friends. She was a brave and curious little girl. Jana was a curious little girl and she was very brave. They were playing a few meters away from the monster tree. Jana was waiting for her turn. Just then, she felt her ears tingle. So, she removed her earrings and kept the earrings on the ground. Suddenly, a squirrel took her earring and ran away. So, Jana chased the squirrel. And before she knew, she was in front of the monster tree. Now, she was near the monster tree. Her friends shouted, "No, Jana, don't go there," she replied. "I have to find my earrings." Then they shouted in fear, "Hey, the monster tree is behind you. Run, Jana, run." She turned and saw one of the branches coming to hit her. She bent down and dodged it. She ran away from the monster tree. That night only she had the nightmare. That day, Jana decided to overcome her fear. That day itself, Jana decided to overcome her fear. So, she asked more about the monster tree. She came to know that the tree was good and also very helpful. She put her fear away and tried to find the reason for the change in tree's behavior. So, she spent many days watching the tree. She went to the tree whenever she had the time. She also felt that the tree was also watching her. She thought that the monster tree was also watching her. One day, she decided to go near the monster tree. When she crossed the fence, what happened? The tree started to scare her, but not as much as before. She stepped forward and the tree swayed its branches again. Then the tree dropped its sharp branches close to her. But Jana was not afraid. When she was going to touch the tree, it opened its mouth and started to roar. Jana calmly touched the tree and patted it. So the branches stopped moving and it became quiet. The tree grumbled. "Go away, please go away." She asked, "Why?" "I know that you are a good tree. Why are you doing like this?" She asked the monster tree, "Why you are doing like this?" The tree shouted, "Yes, I was good, but it is only because of you I have become like this." You means not Jana, because of the village people. Okay. "Sorry, you are a little girl. What would you do?" The monster tree answered her that you didn't do anything. You are a little girl. But what would you do? "Okay, wait. Let me call my friends," said the tree. The tree said to Jana that the tree is going to call the friends. "Come out," said the tree. In a few seconds, one by one, many squirrels came out from the tree. Hundreds of them were there. So, inside the tree, there were hundreds of squirrels. Okay, look at this picture. The tree continued. They are the reason for me to become a monster. So, the squirrels were the reason for the tree become monster. The tree continued. Long ago, a pregnant squirrel came here. She said, I am a lost of my kind in this village. The hunters are trying to kill me. Please save me. So the squirrel asked help to save her. The tree said, I didn't know the people were so selfish. They destroyed everything mercilessly. I wanted to save the squirrels. So I became a monster. So now we can know the reason why the good tree become as a monster tree. Because it has to save the squirrels. After listening to the tree story, Jenna felt embarrassed. After listening to this, she was very worried and she went to the village head and explained. The villagers understood their mistake, so they understood what they made, what mistake they had made, and they took an oath. Oath means resolution, not to do any harm to nature. So they decided to save the nature and protect the animals. From that day, the villagers started calling the tree as the mother tree. So instead of calling the tree as monster tree, they started to call the tree as the mother tree. Really? It was a good tree, isn't it? To save the life of many squirrels, it became a monster. Have you enjoyed the story? It's really nice, isn't it? Children, it's our duty to protect the nature and the animals. We should not destroy the animals and also the trees. I hope that you will do this. We'll meet you in the next English class. Thank you, children.